How dare you pop up a chat filter? What's up? So, uh, Jared's on his way. Matthias won't be here because he has something more important to do. And that's to root for Phoebe today in the soccer game. So, yeah. Hashtag go Phoebe. That's what I'm saying. But we're early. And we're early because there's rain coming in. So I wanted to at least get something going just in case. Good morning. How you doing, Scott? So, yeah. Come on. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to, I reached out, told the guys, I said, you know, hey, we're going to try to do this a little early, but what's up? It's late for you. It's, let me see if I can, let me do this here real quick. It is 2:36 where you're at in the afternoon. How close am I? 2:36 p.m. Within 5 minutes. Am I close? A little close. Cooking breakfast. What we cooking? What's up, Brian? Just had you breakfast. Nice. What's up, Dean? Just chilling, man. Just chilling. You know, just having some fun and relaxing. You know, parts of me sort of glad it's going to rain today. Because when it rains, you know, and you're sort of stuck indoors, you could really just do some really cool indoor stuff. So, take a nap. Morning, Rob. You know, just chill. Have some fun. Sorry. Squirrel. Observations. Hunt some die-cast today. Nice. Raining in Maine. I've never been to Maine. I've always wanted to come to Maine. Especially like, you know, everybody says when you go like to Maine or, you know, anywhere, it's like come in the fall. But I don't know. I would love to just go to some states. You know, I'm actually a little envious right now. My cousin and my uncle, her dad and my cousin and her husband and my uncle, my cousin's dad, they're actually taking a month. Of course, they're retired and everything, and just traveling up to the mountains in Montana and places like that. Got their camper, and yeah, got their dog. So the net, if for some strange reason you watch my video, Bethany, hello. How are you? How you doing? I can't. Do you guys ever just like people watch? Just, you know, car watch, people watch, and, you know, a lot of times when I sit here, you know, you just, I don't know, you just sort of gauge things. Never been to Tennessee. All right. Tennessee's my home state. Lived here my whole life. I love it. It's the South is wonderful, just like the West Coast is, just like up north. And there's all kinds of pluses and minuses, no matter where you're at. My particular area where I live at, I'm very fortunate that I'm only about 35, 40 minutes away from Class 4 rapids, the Ocoee River, got the Hiwassee River, got the Cherryhala Skyway, got the Dragon. So from a motorcycle perspective, I'm pretty much where you need to be in the state of Tennessee, that is. So, yeah. there's always some good stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of states. The only thing negative I can say about the South, and it doesn't matter, Tennessee, Carolinas, Georgia, Mississippi, Florida, it doesn't matter. Humidity. If you're not used to it, it'll smack you in the face. Coast of Mississippi. MI, crooked letter I, humpback I. Yeah, I'm partial to East Tennessee. But my brother and I have some in-laws that live in Middle Tennessee, Nashville, Franklin area. Not bad. It's so big now. Jared's here. He just pulled in. It's just so metropolitan, you know. It's just Murfreesboro. I remember when Murfreesboro was just a really nice little place to go to. Now it's just blown up. You know, Nashville's run out of room, so they're moving. The only thing I've seen, so I saw this on the old butt face. The McFarlane is doing, I saw a Tom Brady and a Patrick Mahomes figure. And I thought, that's interesting. So, I was going to slam it, man.
How do you?
And then he scored. I was going to dunk it, man. I was going to slap it in there. I got tired of sitting, so I just...
That's all right.
Figured, you know.
Jake texted me, Greg's live. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on the way.
I was just sitting there and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to, you know, get started.
I saw that and I got excited. And it was like, oh, wait, that's the Mission Fleet one.
But there is box.
Uh-oh, there's a box. I'm excited again.
Well, you know, that's another reason too. I didn't want you to pre-see the box, and because I know I'd probably have to give in and show you before. But I wanted them to see the honest to God reactions, you know. So we'll chat a little bit, but I love these little things. So yeah.
Brian, good morning.
Box of delights. I thought you had something today.
It's in the car.
Oh.
I didn't know if you wanted it. Well, we can do that if you want.
Or do you want to wait till?
Or if you, because I really want to see Matthias.
Okay. Well,
you and I grew up on it.
Yeah.
He's never had it.
we're gonna have a hot sausage challenge.
There you go.
Is it a jar?
No, it's a individual.
Oh, the individual ones. Oh, you got to drink the juice too.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully we'll do that next weekend. So, but yeah, that's what I saw with McFarlane, the Mahomes and Brady action figures.
Ah.
They got a real nice little background. There's a chase.
Yeah, I heard Susie talking about those in his live stream yesterday.
Yeah, I mean they look cool.
I haven't seen them yet.
Like I said, if you go to McFarlane's Facebook group or page, that's the only place I've seen them. I think the chase for Mahomes, I may be wrong. I think he's wearing white. The commons are the red uniform, and then the chase is the white uniform. But,
Gotcha.
you know, it is what it is. But as far as like, I mean, I saw some people getting that G.I. Joe bubble. I saw some people posted. Did you get one?
I got one.
You reviewed it yet?
No.
Coming up.
It'll be on the live stream Tuesday.
All right.
Monday, I have a closer look video of the season 2 Bad Batch. All 4 figures.
Ooh.
So check that out on Monday.
Nice. 6-inch figures?
Yeah, Black
Nice.
Series.
I haven't got the series. I haven't got the season 2 ones yet.
They're Walmart exclusive. You had to pre-order them. Of
Yeah.
course, the day they came out, it was one of those Walmart con things or whatever.
Yeah, I missed that.
Right now, they're still sold out. So,
Oh, of course, yeah.
so I highly doubt they'll ever show up in store because that stuff never does.
No, I mean, I'll definitely be looking forward to seeing that because number one, the armor's different, colors is different. I mean,
Well, did you see? Speaking of trouble bubbles, the Target exclusive. They're doing Python Patrol versions. Those went up yesterday.
Of the Trouble Bubbles?
Mm-hmm. It's like
Interesting.
that. I don't know. It was like 3 different figures that were Python Patrol. They were still available last night.
Huh. That's interesting.
It was part of their whatever thing they got going on right now.
The only thing that I'm interested in right now, which I've struck out miserably, is finding that Crimson Guard at Ollie's.
I didn't know there were Crimson Guards at Ollie's.
I stumbled across watching Kent. Kent dropped a
Fall
video,
decal.
and he found one, and it's only like each the Ollies that he went to.
Yeah, we got
Oh, cool.
Cobra Officer, Cobra Copperhead, and the Trouble Bubble.
The Trouble Bubble.
The Trouble
actually
Bubbles look pretty sweet.
It actually looks a little better than. Well, it's got more colors.
Yeah, it's got the red and yellow and everything.
Interesting.
Pre-order.
But it's like the Ollies that he went to. It looked like there was only like one case.
Snowman.
And of course, the case only has one Crimson Guard in it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, all 3 of our Ollies didn't have any of them. So.
I was about to say, I was just at like 2 of them last week. I hadn't seen any. So.
They've got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
If you want a Ronin, they got plenty of Ronins.
Want a Ronin or any of the Snake Eyes movie figures?
Honestly, that's the thing is, what's weird is the Ollie's over at Dixon Snake Eyes figures were $4.99. The one over at Brainerd it was $12.99 or $9.99. Excuse me.
Wow.
But I will say that I may go back and pick up a Storm Shadow because for $5.
Yeah.
You know.
Which one was it? The one in Dalton? Did you go to that one?
Went to that one, yeah.
I think that's when it's all the Bib Fortuna.
The what?
Bib Fortuna. Jabba's right-hand man.
Oh yeah. They had one of those.
I hadn't seen any of those.
Honestly, though, when I was looking at it, the face on it, it was abnormally pale looking.
Yeah.
It looked off.
That one is really pale. Then they did the re-release that's on the card.
The re-release
And the paint job on the carded one's much better.
Yeah, this one I don't know. It was just one of those. I was like, when you look at something, you're just like, something's off.
Yeah.
But for the price.
He was like that was very pale. It's got like, I think it's blue highlights or something on his face.
Yeah. But this one, it just seemed real muddy.
Yeah.
I
think that was a common complaint with that version, and they redid it for the carded.
But for $5.
Yeah.
If a person needed it,
yeah,
I guarantee it's probably still there too.
It might be.
Because it was behind the other ones,
I don't know if I'm going all the way to Dalton today.
I tell you, as far as if you need a moth, you can find a bunch of those.
Yeah.
That and a saw. Saw's big. C-3POs, but again, it's a good play, and not just Star Wars stuff. Legends, oh my God, man! If you need a Legends,
oh good grief,
go to Ollie's.
Yeah, in like multiple waves.
Yes,
and every figure in the wave's there.
And it's like crazy. I actually saw
what I can't believe
the DC figures.
I haven't seen those.
I hadn't seen those before COVID.
Well, those are like 5 years old.
Yeah. I used to collect those like crazy,
But I can't believe all the Saw Guerreros.
Oh my God.
That is a fantastic figure.
It is a phenomenal figure. The detail on it, the accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad you can't army build it.
I know.
If it was a little thinner, a little skinnier,
yeah,
you could maybe pop the head off and throw like some trooper heads or some kind of a helmet head on it.
That's what you ought to do, man. Pop the head off one, throw a stormtrooper helmet on it.
I've thought about it. I'd hate to repaint it because it's such an amazing paint job.
True. We'll just repaint the helmet then. Match the armor.
Yeah. Born one way, skin a cat.
There you go.
But yeah, if you want, and again, like, I understand that, Ollie's is a phenomenal store.
Yeah, you can always find great stuff in Ollie's.
Yeah, those little Street Fighter figures.
Yeah, I saw those.
Those things are
Oh, what, $2.99?
Yeah, $2.99.
Yeah.
Great detail on those.
I was more of a Street Fighter fan. I'd pick a few of those up.
I got 2 of them.
Did you?
Months ago.
Yeah.
Just to see how they'd photograph, and the color detail is amazing. So.
Oh, and I was at the one in Dalton last week when I was on vacation, and I saw those little Star Trek ships.
Oh yeah.
If they had like some Federation ones too,
Yeah.
I would have gotten some of those.
Those are heavy.
Yeah.
I picked the pack up. I'm like, wow. But that's the first time I'd ever seen those, and I thought that's a sweet little collection right there.
I mean, if they just had just an Enterprise or something in that pack, I was like, man, I'd have grabbed that in a heartbeat.
I tell you, that makes me wonder a lot of times when it comes to, things like that. Why would you not have the Enterprise?
Well, I think that was like a villains pack. So.
But I mean, if you think about it from the villain's perspective, I mean, let's just be honest. Bird of prey. That's literally
it was like the Klingon bird of prey. It was like a Romulan, a Ferengi, maybe Kardashian.
But when was it Kim or was it Chloe? But
I would be clever and name another one, but that's the only two.
Let's see, Chloe, Kim. What is the other one? Chloe, Kim.
Is there a Courtney?
Courtney, yeah, Courtney.
Yeah.
I
ain't sure on
that's
that.
sad. But yeah, I mean that's. But anytime you say Star Trek and ships, two things immediately come to your head: Enterprise, Bird of Prey. That's literally like.
Which the Bird of Prey was in there.
Oh,
So.
Bird of Prey's I've always been partial to Bird of Prey. It sort of looks like an E-wing, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's exactly like an E-wing. Legal action.
Are you caught up on Ahsoka?
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, so.
Are you?
Yeah, I watched number 5 last night.
Are we doing spoilers?
Dude, it's been out since when?
Since Tuesday night.
So that's.
If you're watching it, you should be current. Spoiler alert.
Honestly,
Holy crap.
I was. To me, the most favorite part to me in it was the Battle of Mandalore.
Yeah, Siege of Mandalore.
That scene with the Super Mandos, I thought.
I popped up. I'm like, holy crap! They're doing this in live action.
that was cool to actually see one of those.
Yeah.
In live action.
And Rex.
Rex, but we've seen Rex.
Not in live action.
No, but they didn't really focus on him.
I mean, he had his little cameo and then ran off, but it was cool.
It was cool, but
Justin, the Borg cube. We left out the Borg.
Oh, the Borg. That's true. The Borg cube was pretty epic. I mean, that's okay. We'll come back to the thing. Borg cube, one word: Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Because if you remember how the Borg cube was, Minecraft.
Oh, to me, it looked like whenever they made that model, they just grabbed a bunch of model kit sprues and glued them all together.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, to me, the favorite part was that whole Clone War sequence. You got to see the ATTE.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool.
Had some gunships in the background.
Gunships in the back. It was a good action scene too.
Oh yeah. That especially her lightsaber fighting all the Mandos.
Yeah.
I mean, she was doing moves. That actress did an amazing
God,
job.
yeah.
And she played like the younger and older Ahsoka.
Yep.
Really pulled it off. And she's that's the same actress that played the young Gamora.
Yes, she is. I think the thing that I liked as well was the whole fade in and fade out with Anakin.
Oh, when he would flash to Vader. That was so cool.
That was really cool, and I'm just like, then he got the whole dark side.
Eyes.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was cool. I mean, it was. Ahsoka's turning into being a really good show.
Yeah, it started out slow, but it kind of had to catch everybody up.
Yep.
Because we know what was going on.
I wish we'd had more of the younger Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I could see us. I mean, let's.
I was watching a reaction to it or something. Someone's like, okay, we need this actress to do like the fulcrum years or something.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
that would be awesome.
I mean, because if you think about it, going from, because to be honest with you, I mean, it was a cool character.
Yeah.
And that girl played it great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was probably my favorite of the five.
Oh yeah, by far.
You know.
4 wasn't shabby.
No. And I mean, come on, space whales.
Of course.
Space whales, man. Who doesn't like space whales that you
Exactly.
could get in their mouth like Jonah and freaking hyperspeed whales? I mean, come on.
There you go.
Got to see the ghost a lot more.
Got to see the ghost. Jason actually wasn't just accessory.
Oh, the droid.
No,
Oh no, his son.
Jason.
Yeah. So the droid.
Oh, I love him.
When the little boy's like, do you know how to make a lightsaber? Yeah.
Yes.
Will you teach me? No.
Hu Yang is the best.
That's
I
like
love
my
Hu Yang.
favorite droid. I told them they should have stayed together. I mean, the one-liners are,
Yes.
so whoever wrote for that did an amazing job.
Yeah.
But yeah, that little boy talking to him about, you know, making stuff, and it's like a typical parent. No. It's like a dad, you know. Hey, Dad, can I go ride your motorcycle? No. You know, 4 years old. No, I don't think so. But yeah, seeing the Captain Rex and all the all the clone troopers and stuff.
Well, she hits the ground and she's kind of obscured. You're like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah.
Then you see the explosions and you see the first clone run through. I'm like,
What,
oh, they're
what?
going there. They're going there.
I was just like, that's.
And it was a mix. It was white clones and then
Yes,
also 501st.
I saw a lieutenant clone.
Mhm.
He was when that one was on the stretcher and holding a hand. There was a
Yeah.
lieutenant.
Yeah.
I got that figure.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I've got that figure now.
Then they have the 332nd clones running around.
332nd had
this is so
phase
cool.
1 clones. I think I saw a phase 2. I don't know for
Well,
sure.
the Siege of Mandalore, they were all phase 2.
Well, the phase 1s, wouldn't the phase 1s had the mohawk?
Yeah, phase 1 have the Mohawks.
Right.
So when it was young Ahsoka, those were all phase 1. When it was Siege of Mandalore, those were all phase 2.
Right, but during that episode last night, I could have swore I saw both variants.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I wasn't losing my mind.
The first sequence, when they first get there, was all phase 1. Then they cut to the Siege of Mandalore. All
Right.
those are phase 2.
Which, I'll be honest with you, they should make a movie about the Siege of Mandalore. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, that would be awesome.
I mean, I know we got the Clone Wars, but that's such a cool.
Well, we talked about this months ago, but I always felt like, you know, that we could have a really good series of Mandalore.
Oh,
Bo Katan, her family, the history, you know, and then the fall. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, and it don't even have to be like a season 2 thing. I mean, it could be like one season.
Yeah.
Sort of like what Netflix did with Away. With about that space thing, had Hillary or girl played $1 million baby.
Hillary Swank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 8-9 episodes.
I don't think I've seen that.
So Netflix, come on, Season Mandalore. 10 episodes, be done with it.
There you go.
I think it'd be cool.
Would you do the Siege of Mandalore since we've already seen it in Clone Wars, or would you want to see the
Yeah,
Great Purge?
I would do. I mean, well, it depends on how many episodes you want to do.
Because those are like probably 7-8 years apart.
Yeah. Okay, so that'd be season 2. I mean, you know, but the Purge would be a cool one. I guess where I'm going with it, there's options from a Star Wars
Oh,
perspective.
it's more than that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Because
And in like 15 or
Siege
20
of
years.
Mandalore is the end of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
The Purge is like probably around the time of Empire Strikes Back. I
Yeah,
think.
because the Purge is after.
It's after A New Hope for sure.
Yeah. I feel a little drizzly.
Yeah, it's a little drizzly.
All right. Are you ready?
Let's go. Man, you got a little wood crate and everything. You fancy.
Well, I was trying to figure out how to bring it, so we got a box.
He's bringing it, y'all.
Oh,
What's on the box? Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Is that some blue tack or something? Or-
yeah. That's how you hold the side pieces on. This is the first one. Hey, look, Lieutenant.
There you go. Walgreens exclusive.
I still need to do some tightening on this one because I'm tweaking.
Don't be tweaking, man. Oh, that is so sweet. Hasbro, why not?
There you go.
This, I mean, they could easily make this.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, oh, oh. That's so cool. You said there were like different turrets you could put on here?
Yeah, you can do, this is the, the Z6.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got to take this one back apart because see the gap. This is my first one I did.
Hey, if you hadn't pointed it out, I would have noticed.
Well, no, that's the reason why it's not mechanically right yet because I made a oopsie on my first one.
There we go.
But as you, I mean, look how you got the leg kicked out. I mean, it's like there's so much articulation. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Big
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 piece points of articulation.
That is awesome.
Debuted here live.
So you're gonna do this paint job? Have you decided for sure, or still
I think I am.
contemplating?
I think I am because I think it'll go with pretty much anything I put on it. Now here's the kicker to this. I'll have the other two done this weekend.
Everybody's yelling; they want to see it.
So I've got from here down on 2 more already printed.
Wow.
And I've got this top half printing the second one now. The first one, or
So this is all resin.
all resin, 100%
So-
resin.
This is the high impact.
So we got.
Because I can see a little bit of difference.
Yeah,
between
you've
the
got.
different
So
resins.
you've got high impact, which excuse me. This is M58. The white is anti-impact.
Okay.
This is T72, which is
Kind of rubbery.
a little rubbery. And then this is fast.
Okay.
It's just FSAT. But I mean, look how that.
Man. I love the little pistons that work and
Yeah.
everything.
But again, it's then if you sit there, I mean, it's just. Then when I like the fact that when you.
Yeah, kind of goes down so to get on and off. That's awesome.
Which to me, that's a great way to store it right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I mean, that's just wicked cool. But yeah, the blue tack is how you attach the covers.
Gotcha.
Because that's one of the things when I did the build video on it, I was like, and so Nathan and Render Boy, they actually, we chatted about it in the Discord, and sure enough, blue tack is what Nathan and them used, but I suggested to Render Boy magnets,
Mm-hmm.
if you could put magnets, and so I'm going to test.
Well, yeah, I was
To
about to
see
say,
if it
if
would
those
stick to
screws are
the-
magnetic, then
That's
you
what I'm
just
on.
do
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm gonna test with. But yeah, you got. I did these.
Is that the clutch?
Well, it's like all of these are adjustable. So these are independent.
Oh,
adjustable.
nice.
And then I got to figure out whether if I want to do the magnet part or not. But yeah, this is what I'm thinking about painting it. I'm thinking about doing the. I love matte black.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the 99 thing. But I just think from a perspective, and I may do this black and blue. I don't know yet. But I just think black would be really cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally.
And it would go with anything.
It might be cool to do the blue to go with the lieutenant stripes.
Well, that's the thing, though. I don't know if I want to go that route because most of my clones are white.
Uh-huh.
But that way, if I wanted to throw tech on one, it would work. If I wanted to put a white clone on it, it'd work. I mean, even that would work if I needed
Well,
to.
The,
G.I. Joe, Snake
if
Eyes.
you can get a hold of a season 2 tech, it's orange. It's
Yeah.
like orange accents.
Yeah.
So that would be cool too, the black and orange.
Yeah,
Because I'm a sucker for black and orange.
yeah. And I may do the. I may get on my Cricut and do these as stickers.
Yeah.
And that way, you just
There you go.
peel it off, change it up, however you want to change it up. But But yeah, I think that'll be a good color.
Is this? Ooh.
What?
Do this. Do multiple versions of this front piece.
Oh,
make
yeah.
it magnetic.
Yeah.
And you can just
Thought
switch
about
out.
that. Thought about that. Yeah.
It's different clone battalions or whatever. You can switch it out.
Yeah. I mean, that's yeah, because honestly, it's I could actually take this and hold it in with blue tack.
Uh huh.
I mean, because it's got a really nice keyed front right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could definitely do that. But yeah, it's this is like literally my favorite thing that I've ever printed is this thing. I mean, it's just amazing to me the amount of articulation and I mean, it's just insane. I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want with it.
Well, this is now Jetta approved, so.
But yeah, even the feet are articulated, so you can do it that way. But
very sweet. Dude, every time you bring something, I'm like, I really gotta get a 3D printer.
Hey, you know, I don't need. I mean, and I know people are going to say, you know, 6 scale, blah blah blah. And yeah, you could definitely do it.
Oh yeah. You're gonna have some heavy duty hardware to keep that thing standing.
Yeah. You know, you can get the Hot Toys one, and I'm not sure it's under. I think it's like $300, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It would definitely be cheaper to buy the Hot Toys.
Probably.
I guarantee it would. Guarantee it would. And the fact that these two pieces here print off as one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine this 200% bigger.
Man.
You know, I mean, that would be.
That's a lot of resin.
A lot of resin.
What kind of infill? Is this just solid or?
Oh, it's solid, yeah. Yeah, none of it's hollowed out.
I just wonder if you did this with a little bit of infill instead of making it solid, it would make it stand easier.
Well, with resin, you can't do infill.
Oh, really?
No, it's either solid, hollow. If you hollow it out, then you got to put holes because there's supports that go in there, and you got to be able to get all of that resin cured, or it'll bust on you and crack and explode.
Okay.
So you got to put holes and stuff, let everything drain, make sure it's clean with inside with alcohol and stuff. But
now, do you have to use resin on this?
No, but you definitely couldn't FD imprint this thing and have the detail.
Okay.
There's just no way. I mean, because when you think about little things like these handles,
yeah.
I mean, and even these tubes right here, because these are separate, the net glues on it, then you got underneath these little brackets right here.
Basically, even if you did print all that stuff, there'd be so much support material on it. It'd be a nightmare to smooth it out.
You would never get it this smooth ever.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, like I said, I've got by this afternoon, I'll probably be posting a picture of all 3 of them together. Because like I said, I've got 2 more from here down done. I've got all the pistons done. I've got this piece here done. I've got all of this printed. I just got to like put it all together because I wanted to get as many of them as I wanted done before I painted.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to paint.
Kind of assembly line it.
Exactly. But yeah, this is by far the, and it just goes back to what I was saying before. You know, you find these communities that, like I said, the guys Nathan and Render Boy and people like Boone and all these other people that I'm chatting with. Just a great group of guys. They don't mind, you know, helping. They don't mind giving advice. They're definitely not stingy with information, which I love.
Well, I imagine it's kind of a two-way street too.
Yeah.
They get it out into the public, and they're like, "Oh, that's something I didn't consider."
Well, the thing I like, especially like the thing I like about Nathan, he's so funny. He's a Marine, so me and him, you know, I can sort of relate. But
the brotherhood.
I love the way he calls people out. Especially, he does like this little thing where if people are like selling crap, oh, he'll call you out in a heartbeat. And it's so funny. And because the way he does it, it's like, well, none of the big guys will do it, so I might as well do it.
Yep.
I'm like, but I mean, if you're paying good money for something, you know, then you want something decent, at least decent. But if it's crap, then it's crap. But
Okay, question.
yes.
The little ball joints there, did they
Yes.
print in there, or did you have to
No,
put
that's
them in?
3 pieces that had to be glued together.
Ooh.
Now, and I actually talked about that on the assembly video. Render Boy was so flipping smart with this. On that piece there, there's a groove, right?
Uh-huh.
And that groove is designed to keep glue from running past it down onto the ball joint.
That's genius.
Yeah, flipping genius. You know, that here's a guy that designed something, you know, and
That's thinking right
and
there.
you don't even see it. Once you put it together, you don't see it.
But if it's not there, then it's going to create a giant headache.
Right, because that joint has to rotate.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, just phenomenal. And again, the Discord that we're all part of, I love the way that Discord's being ran.
Zaxby's wants you to get a buy one, get one. Oh yes, buy 10, get 10 wings free at Zaxby's this weekend. Every weekend.
Is that through this whole process, like Nathan and Violet, that's Violet. So, but during the whole process of this took probably, I want to say, close to 6 months before it was ever released, you know, to buy the files.
Yeah.
But the Discord was going through the whole time. And all the guys that were testing were posting pictures.
I was about to say, does he have like a test group that he uses?
Yeah, so Nathan does a lot of the testing and stuff. But the thing I liked is they were going through this meticulously, like these joints right here. They were like, okay, cool. This printed out great, but this resin sucked. It didn't hold. So now we're doing this resin. And then talked about printer settings and all this stuff. And they were showing all of the aspects of the design and everything with this. And I follow it religiously. And I mean, I even got a desktop notification pops up whenever something chimes in, you know, because to have a group of people that are sharing all this information with each other, you know, and multiple people were printing things out and they were posting pictures of the damage, they were posting pictures of the successes. And they did the same thing with the ATS team, you know. That's the things I appreciate is not just throwing something out there, having support with a group of people that literally they just love this. They just love making their own stuff.
Yeah.
It's not about views. It's not about, you know, none of it, because these guys don't even do like YouTube or nothing. It's just like, we just love making stuff because none of the businesses make it.
Yep.
And again, yes, Hasbro can make something like this.
Yeah. This would be
Easily.
an easy sell. I mean, and they did vehicles for a while.
Yeah.
For some reason, they didn't sell very well, I guess, because you could find them everywhere. But I had every one of them except for the snow speeder. That's the only one I didn't get because I was like, where the crap am I going to put that thing?
Yeah, exactly.
But I had the TIE Fighter, which you have that now.
And the crazy thing about it is the TIE Fighter's a whole lot more involved.
Yeah.
I mean, well, here's my thing. You don't even have to make this articulated. You could do this.
Yeah.
You could literally make this the only articulation.
That's all you really need, as long as it'll stand up.
if you did this and made this turn, that's it.
Yep.
Make the gun where it turns, or make this where it turns. You don't even need this or that articulation. Like, you can have fun with that.
Yeah.
Right there. So yes, you know, and going back.
Is there an option to do that with this?
Well, we have been talking. Me and Render Boy was talking about. We were chatting because he thanked me for the video. He said, "Oh my God, dude, thank you so much." Yeah. I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm putting it together.
Might as well get some content out of it.
But he was talking with me about possibly doing a static ankle. And to be honest with you, I don't see a problem with an option for a static ankle. In other words, it doesn't pivot.
Yeah.
You could glue this together.
Yeah.
And it would be static.
Yeah.
but you know, the ability to have that toe come up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, um,
You do that?
no, you don't.
Why
do
don't you do that?
But yeah, and we did have conversations about, you know, hey, is anybody doing them in 6 scale, this and that, and again, the printer you'd have to have for resin, it'd have to be one of the big dogs,
Yeah.
just to print the all of this stuff, because all this stuff is 200% longer, so I mean it's going to be huge. Um, the hardware for it, definitely a Hot Toy figure is a lot heavier than a 6-inch figure, of course.
Yeah.
But there's people trying it. Um, Me personally, I can't justify the cost.
Are there?
You know?
So this is just smooth. The joints are smooth inside and just a screw.
So it's like
There's not any kind of
it's like
detents or
conical.
anything?
No ratcheting. It's
Okay.
all smooth, but the way it's designed, it's like a cone fitting into a male female,
Gotcha.
and you can crank it. I mean, especially with the M58 stuff.
I imagine resin just won't hold up to detent type stuff.
No, they actually originally there was thought processes of putting like ratcheting in it, but over time the ratcheting would wear down, and
Exactly.
then so if you go with the smooth,
Uh-huh.
you can really crank it in, and you can readjust it, you can retighten it, you can as it goes on, because the more you articulate it, the more it's going to wear.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not something that's going to be forever. But let's say, for instance, this joint here and this joint here wear out, right? I don't have to print these leg pieces. I just got to reprint this ball right here,
Yeah.
and possibly the undercarriage. I haven't put the cover on underneath yet, so there's the underneath.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so that's the beauty of too. All of these little things here, except for here, like there's, it's concaved on both sides, and then you got males that fit into it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's this to me is what makes toys fun.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I mean, making your own stuff, it's got to be a good feeling.
Well, I'm sitting there like I've got all these clone troopers, you know, and you just want to have something to do with them, you know, and like I said, display them or whatever. But from a photography point of view, be able to take something like this out, go find a field somewhere or something like that. I mean, just to be able to have some fun with it, I think it's cool. But yeah, and the fact that it comes with, you know, 3 different kinds of weapons, you know, and things like that, I think is amazing as well. I will say that getting those on was a nightmare. That was
Really?
a nightmare. Yeah,
Oh, I can see why.
you can
Holy.
get one end good because you can stick the Allen wrench through the hole.
Yeah.
But this one over here, yeah, that was yeah. Me and Renderboy talked about that as well.
I don't know how you did it.
I took an Allen wrench and the L part, trembled part of it off.
Okay.
So I could get it in there.
A really short drip.
Yeah, it was definitely. And there may be a point, to be honest with you, I may actually, once I get them screwed in, I may just go ahead and glue them, to be honest with you. And just be done with it. And I said, this being a test, that way I can actually see, I can put a figure on it.
Get them in the right position and then just glue
just,
it on.
yeah, then just glue it on, be done with it.
There's really no reason for them to have to articulate.
No, but I thought you, like I said, I thought you might enjoy
Definitely.
seeing
Thank you
it
for
in
bringing
real
this up.
life.
Very nice.
It's a this, okay, so I'm printing the main body,
Uh-huh.
the exhaust pieces, the antenna, and I think 4 covers. That's 11 hours. to print just that.
Wow.
11 hours, 55 minutes.
So, what are we talking, like probably 80 hours for the whole thing?
Well, and here's the kicker to it, is the way I done it, and another thing too, so we got a list of all a breakdown, right? And I put it in a spreadsheet. Then Nathan reached out to me because he sent me his breakdown, and kind of find out he'd put it in a spreadsheet as well.
Uh-huh.
And so I've got all 4 different resins, and then all the parts that go with that resin, because you can't just print, because you got to clean out your vat every time you change resin.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing is everything that was M58 printed enough for two of these. Switch out my resin, print everything that's fast, boom, 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 and print everything that's, anti-impact.
How much of an ordeal is it to clean out the vat?
It's messy. Because to do it properly.
Can you add your excess back to the...
Yes.
Okay.
So you do that, and then you scrape out as much as you can because you don't want to waste it.
Yeah. Stuff ain't cheap.
And then I take paper. You go through a crap ton of shop towels, paper towels, crap ton. Get all of it out. Then I cure all of that. So I put all of that in a bag. Take my portable cure light, cure all that resin so it hardens up.
Okay.
Because I don't want it liquid.
Yeah.
Then I clean it out with isopropyl alcohol, 91%. Get all that cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to do the secret stuff. You got to use the secret sauce.
Okay.
I put a certain oil on my fat. It's 3-in-1 oil.
Oh.
Put that on there, rub it in, get all the excess off, let it sit there for about 30 minutes, put it back on, fill it up. So the oil actually protects the fat better.
What's the fat?
The plastic sheet that the UV comes through.
Okay.
For when it suctions and sticks, it gives it a little bit of grace.
Gotcha.
So it makes the wear on the fat less.
Okay, and that doesn't affect light or anything coming through?
Nope.
Nice.
But like I said, once you wipe off the excess of it, because I use these white clean room sheets. Mm-hmm. They're specifically designed for a clean room, and they're lint free, all this stuff. That's what I use to make sure everything, all the oil and everything's gotten up, because you just want a film. That's all you want on it. Mm-hmm. You can't even really see the film. But yeah, it's like a bottle of 3-in-1 oil.
Did you come up with that, or did you see it
Nope.
somewhere?
Just sharing information with people, I mean,
that's
like...
clever, that's clever.
I mean, I had questions, and I was very fortunate that a lot of people, I don't know if they took pity on me or...
3-in-1 oil, blue sniffer.
3-in-1 oil. But they all went through it, themselves, and came up with these ideals. And like I said, it's like, and again, it's the one thing I've noticed, especially about this group here that's doing all this stuff here. There's no how to put this, self-glorification.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. Look what I did. No,
yeah.
It's like, hey guys, I discovered this. And everybody chimes in. What?
That's something Adam Savage talks about all the time.
Yes.
Whenever they're building stuff, everybody's always going around checking everything out. Everybody's lifting each other up.
Yes, that's the thing that, me personally, I feel like parts of me just loves this thing down for some reason. I don't know why.
That is cool looking. That is very cool.
It's like, when I picture this, you got the guy on here, then you have a couple more right here, and they're talking, blah, blah, blah.
Have they done a snap yet?
Oh, what?
The clone bikes.
Yeah, but...
That's what they need to work on next.
So, but I mean, it's like, when it comes to, like, sharing, and I get it. I do get it. I understand where a lot of it comes from. But again, it's like when you talk to people and you don't get any kind of grief. You don't get any kind of. It's just open, and it's like if you're into computers, it's like open source.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah,
open source
yeah.
community, and that's the thing I love about these guys. You know, with their conversations and this and that. There's literally no badgering. There's no bickering. There's no you're stupid. There's none of that. It's like it's all about the build.
Uh-huh.
It's makers, you know, and I think that's the mentality. Is we're not FOMOing. We're not, you know, I've got this, you don't. It's none of that. It's all about the make. It's all about the product. We're makers.
Yep.
And that's the thing I'm really drawn to is because I like the concept of making. Because I think it's amazing to see what Render Boy did. Just the engineering behind this is mind-boggling.
I mean, the skill level you have to make something like this.
I mean,
just number one, the know-how to use the software.
Yes.
I've been messing with that 3D software. It ain't easy to work with.
No.
And then the engineering to be able to design all this.
Yeah, I mean,
it's mind-boggling.
I'm envious. You know, seriously, I'm like, wow. I mean, and the crazy thing about it is a lot of these guys aren't even in the United States. You know, Philippines. I mean, a lot of the guys that I'm patrons with, just their stuff is like crap. Like the one guy, I love this. Most people would bitch. Sorry.
Language.
So I'm a member of a Patreon, right? You don't get one single file for 3 months. Nothing.
Really?
You get a little welcome kit.
Uh-huh.
But you don't get access to any of the archive files or any of the new stuff until your third payment has come through. 90% of the people out there go, "Oh, that's bull crap." You know, let's be honest. They would.
Yeah.
I'm paying you $15 a month and I don't get nothing.
Uh-huh. What was that doing? Weeding out the
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
troublemakers?
Now, the beauty of this is this guy is designing a 1/12 scale articulated Rancor.
Wow.
And dude, I'm watching his videos, like his Patreon stuff, you know, and then jaw moves. And, I mean, I'm like,
He's doing what HasLab couldn't.
I'm like, what the crap, you know? And it took me 3 months to get to that point to where I could see something other than pictures.
Yeah.
Right? So he finally gave me access to the archive file. Dude. He's about, I don't know how long this dude's been doing this, but I'm just like, holy crap. I spent an hour just looking through folders.
Wow.
I can't even figure out what to do because there's so much stuff, you know. But again, a lot of people would have really complained that what somebody wanted to know.
Daniel Evans is talking about the mission fleet stuff at Ollie's.
But a lot of people would have got upset over that. How dare you?
Makes sense.
But again, you're weeding out.
Well, of course, it's only $15 a month. What's going to keep somebody from paying $15? Get all the files. Like, see you later.
Exactly. Exactly. You know. Well, you're going to have some really serious storage space. But no, I mean, and I fully understand the reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's like, what are you? So I'm a member of 4 Patreons. Yeah, 4. And all 4 of the Patreons I'm a member of are makers. They're people that you get something for your money. You don't get a physical, but you get the opportunity to make something.
Yeah.
And you know, I brought that too.
Is that a pistol?
I broke it. I broke the handle. So I wanted to show you the top of the little
Oh, cool.
DC-17.
I don't know.
It's Captain Rex's pistol. Because I actually got a 112 conversion kit to convert a G.I. Joe to a Captain Rex.
Okay.
I was going to bring that too, but yeah.
Save
yeah.
something for next time.
But I mean, to me, it's like, you know, I don't know. I just have so much respect for people that aren't afraid to share and aren't afraid to not get self-glorification, you know, just to have fun, just to enjoy the moment, and just remember the fact that you're supposed to be a kid. You're supposed to, you know, enjoy stuff like this and have fun. And I don't know. I said I'm ranting right now. I'm sorry. It just I've had a lot of time to think over the last, you know, week.
Yeah.
So and then again, it's like I said, it's through this whole process, you know. I mean, I was really, when I first got this one built, I posted a picture on the Discord, you know. I was just like, oh man, no, it's like, way to go, dude. Yeah, awesome. I mean, it's just like, you know, Render Boy posted my video on the Discord. I mean, I didn't put it on there.
Yeah.
Again, it's not about me, it's about this.
Yeah.
But Render Boy was so tickled that he was tickled that I mentioned the groove. He said, dude, I cannot believe you talked about that groove, because that's exactly what that was for. That's important.
It's that little stuff that makes it special.
Yes. You know? But yeah, this is, I think I am going to go with the black. I'm going to go with the black.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I bought this at Ollie's. I was like,
I admit it, you just wanted another little ETRD to play.
This is cool.
It's really cool.
And I may make a static at some point. You know. Oh, another thing too that I did on this one, on the other one's different, is I wasn't thinking when I was see how you got a screw and a nut?
Uh-huh.
I was more conscientious of outside and inside, so I got to take this apart and swap. I got nuts and screw heads on.
Oh, different sides.
Yeah. See, this side was right.
Yeah.
That side's wrong.
Oops.
Because
I've only been seeing this.
Because I got excited.
Yeah. I see it now that you mention
it.
it.
See, boom, boom. Yeah, I was just.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Oh yeah. That little. Yeah, when it first comes down, that's another thing too. I didn't realize it, but again, it's another attention to detail thing. Is there's enough clearance to where it actually sits on the hip instead of the gun. So if you look, you can still rotate the gun while it's in the down position.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, blue tack doesn't come off easy.
No.
Once you stick it on, it don't. But yeah, so there we go.
Very cool.
Debut. Another thing that I'm going to talk to them about too, Render Boys, like, so you see this glue seam right here?
Yeah.
So this is two different pieces, right?
Uh-huh.
And I want to ask him about, I think it'd be a good idea to make this a solid piece.
Yeah.
I mean, it's keyed. I mean, it's a solid joint, and then this piece is keyed and glued in right there.
Uh-huh.
So the foot itself, and I know the reason why, because this is two different resins.
Yeah.
This is the tougher resin, this is the non-tough, but parts of me's thinking, I think that would be neat to see if this could be printed out as one piece. In other words, this joint and that, instead of gluing it, having it one piece.
Yeah.
And that's some of the feedback that is appreciated. It's not looked at as like, well,
this is the way I did it. Man.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't have to print it.
I mean, I've had these guys that, Ricky, he's the one that does the 6-scale clone armor.
Uh-huh.
Me and him chat all the time. He's messaging me And we're talking about, hey man, and he's asking me, hey Greg, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? You know, I mean, I got nothing bad to say, but when I do have some feedback, oh, okay,
yeah.
And
Well, when you're doing this kind of stuff, you get lost in the weeds sometimes. You need an outside opinion, like, hey, won't you try this? Because you're like, oh, I didn't even think about that.
I'm telling you,
there's the cricket queen.
I'm telling you right now, with this design right here, a place. Have you ever heard of Hacksmith? They're on YouTube. He makes like the Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Got a beard, long hair. People like him, because he made the alien loader out of a bobcat. You know, he could actually make one of those real life.
I bet he could. I'm surprised he hasn't.
So, but hey, we beat the rain.
Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed it.
You mentioned it last week about making T-shirts. I told you I'd wear my new one that I made. Do you know what it is? Chat?
No, I have no idea.
It's Star Wars.
I figured that first.
Knowing me.
Come on, it's Star Wars.
Oh. I want you pissed
I
off.
wasn't worried about that little thing. It's scrap. Right, little $5 box.
Yeah, that's a nice little box.
Target, you know.
Since Kate just pulled up, she helped me make this. Any guesses before I tell you what it is?
I have nothing.
It's prequels.
I still have nothing. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing.
No guesses in the chat yet. Kind of makes me happy, because it's one of those, if you know, you know. If you don't, you're just like, what's that?
Nothing's even closely coming to a. Of course, I don't admit to know everything there is about Star Wars and insignias either.
You're going to kick yourself when I tell you.
Is it good or bad?
What?
Is it good guys or bad guys?
Technically good, I guess.
Okay, so it's
in this instance, there aren't really. Well, yes, good guys.
It is.
You're gonna kick yourself when I tell you.
Young Anakin's logo for pod racing.
It is.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
This is the thing that's on the actual pod, and these are the symbols that are on the ends of the fins.
Dude, that was a straight up, just out there, not even thinking about it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Wow.
Yeah, I went into
That's
her
crazy.
craft room. Here she comes. She's wearing a cricket shirt too. But I was like, honey, I need a yellow shirt. She's like, well, I've got this gray one with yellow sleeves on it. I'm like, that's even better. Now I can do the whole pod racing.
I cannot believe, I cannot even remotely. And the only reason that even come in my head is I saw that pod racer this morning.
Oh, the Micro Galaxy ones? Yeah.
I didn't look at it close, but I'm just like, technically a good guy, bad guy. Okay, Anakin, yeah. Okay, I got it. I'm in the process of, speaking of crickets, I was making some stickers last night or something I saw.
noticed your back window.
Oh, yeah. That's how that thing originally printed.
Well, I didn't scale it when I made it.
I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to, I'm not, because I printed it out and I'm like, well, I'm already committed.
Yep.
So, huh? I just used what I had. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
It's not a happy
I mean, it's permanent vinyl. So. Why are you busting my bubble?
I'm just telling you ahead of time because we didn't do that when we did the Rebel logo on his.
It came off the first time I washed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Well, that
why-
just means I get. Well, it has a little imperfection in it where I was smoothing the bubble out,
Yeah.
and it ripped. I'm
Gotcha.
like, so that just gives an excuse to.
So you have to, you have to buy this called.
If you're going to talk, you got to get on camera.
Oh, this is a first. What?
So if you're gonna do the car decals, you have to do Scotch. They have make a real strong stuff. They used to carry it at Michael's.
Wow.
You're about to get an education, man.
Yeah, vinyl I can tell you about.
Well, there's a new.
If you get into making the shirts, don't use the Cricut
Vinyl. It's unless you buy Sportflix, but honestly, you're better off buying the Hobby Lobby brand, which is the paper. It's a paper company.
Yeah.
It's also cheaper. It's like $6 but you want Sportflex for all
Okay.
your shirts, because if not, this isn't
Oh,
Sportflex.
it wrinkles it.
No, it after a while it'll.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. So there's a bumper sticker they're selling, right? And I actually saw it day before yesterday, and I thought, this is freaking cool, you know. So I actually started making some on my Cricut last night, just to see what it looked like. But it's Meteor 2024. Let's just go ahead and end it. You can search it. It's on Amazon. People are selling. It's like, that's. I fell in love with the bumper sticker. I saw it. I was like, that's freaking awesome. And it's like the bumper sticker is like a campaign bumper sticker.
Yeah.
That says Meteor 2024. Let's just end it all. So yeah,
There you go.
making it's ingenious. I mean, you know, you ain't gotta worry about a party. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Meteor 2024.
What was that? Don't Look Up.
Don't look up.
That Netflix movie with Leo and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yep. I actually like that movie.
It was a really good movie.
What's going on in your world?
Not a whole lot. Building Legos. Bought more last night.
Legos.
So Hogwarts is almost done.
So then you gotta build more Legos.
Yeah, I bought the Disney Duo set. Was on sale at Target last night.
Disney, those 100 sets. Those are so cool.
Have you seen the Peter Pan one yet? Just came out.
I've not seen the Peter Pan.
I've only seen it at one Walmart. It's really cool. It's Big Ben and kind of a London skyline.
It's where they fly.
And it's
Yeah.
the minifigs are kind of flying. They got little clear posts for them. So it's Peter, Wendy, and
Michael.
Michael. Yeah. I don't think John's in it. I think it's just Wendy and Michael for some reason.
I mean, that's 100 years.
100 years of
Seems like
Disney.
it seemed like it ought to be longer than that, though.
I don't know.
You know, and we were talking last week about the whole free ticket thing for Disney.
Oh, I posted a comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hoax.
Hey, you got a lot of talk.
There you go.
It actually made mainstream news.
I know.
I was just like,
You said that, I'm like, nah, I looked
but
it
it
up.
wouldn't surprise me at all. It literally
Well,
would.
What the whole fight between Disney and Florida right now is ridiculous. They just the latest servo came last night, or salvo, whatever. But basically, they cut the funding to maintain the roads around Disney World, just to screw them over.
I mean, that's.
Why? And I don't understand why are you going after your biggest employer that brings in all this business to your state? You're fixing to shoot yourself in the foot. Is what's going to happen.
I don't even pretend to understand what people think anymore. I mean, literally, it's, you know, cut your nose off to spite your face.
It's exactly what it
You know?
is.
Yeah.
It's all political posturing. And
I think that's the reason why I get so excited about these kind of groups here.
yeah.
Because there's no posturing. There's no.
We can all just get along.
There's no. Look what I did. You know. It's you know, just to get out and have some fun again. And
Oh, Blue Sasquatch is here. Go ahead and answer his question.
we're not live.
This is Memorex.
Way to go, Charlie. I don't even know. I mean, like I said, I'm voting for the Meteor 2024. That's what I'm campaigning with. You know. I mean, why not? I mean,
Sometimes.
I mean, I've said it a million times. You just need to have more toys in your life. You need to have more toy stores.
I don't know, man. The last couple of weeks, I've got a lot of new toys.
But it's like, there's, you know, it's just those things that just, give you those moments, Because, I mean, it's like when I went on that little trip last weekend to the old homestead.
I saw you go to your grandparents' place.
First thing, man, I'm driving up the driveway, and I'm just like, holy crap, all the G.I. Joes that I buried here on this property.
Did you bring your shovel with you?
Should have said asked.
And, I mean, when I sit there and think about it, it's like, wow. I mean, a lot. Because I was a very destructive child when it came to my toys. Because back then you could buy, honest to God, M80s.
Mm-hmm.
So my uncle would help me out with buying the M80s. And I had an ammo box. And then his Foot Locker from Vietnam is what I kept all the G.I. Joe's figures in. I mean, I had it a full-size Foot Locker full of G.I. Joe.
Wow.
So whenever I'd have one of them lose a limb, I went through a lot of red nail polish back in the day. Wow, got some road rage. So we had they had to be buried.
Well, yeah.
They died. I mean, my grandmother, she had this little flower garden. It was about 6 feet long, about 3 feet wide, and it was all rock that was concreted together.
Mm-hmm.
That was my Arlington. That's where I buried everything. I mean, I had
Do you
like
remember where it is?
Yeah, it's not there no more.
Oh, but do you remember where it was?
Oh yeah, I know exactly where it was at. But
Get a
that's
shovel and go dig
that's
it,
the
man.
thing though. It was this high off the ground.
Uh-huh.
So when it got whatever bulldozed or they had like little pop sticks for crosses. I'd paint them white. I was very detailed as a child.
Obviously.
Bottle car glue was napalm. I put it on like the vehicles and stuff like that. I learned how to do. I think I was because I built models too. And all the models that I built were military models. So I figured out a way to make a round hit.
Wow.
So you just take like a lighter, heat up the plastic, and I take a number 2 pencil, push it in, and to make the indent for a round. Then whenever a model would break or something like that, now we got to set it on fire.
There you go.
Got to melt it. Got to that goes to the battle scene. But yeah, lots of imagination was there, and it's funny too because my cousin Chris commented. It's so funny. He goes, yeah, I remember when you fell out of the loft. We thought you died. I forgot all about that. I completely forgot all about that until he mentioned it. I thought, oh yeah. And I think the reason why I fell off the loft is I was trying to swing from one side to the other with a rope.
As you do.
Yeah. Because it's a barn. It's a hayloft,
Yeah. My brother and I, we would climb up the pole for the TV antenna and get on the roof of the house. And I remember I was at the top and the bracket came loose. And I went.
The worst thing that I ever, because like I would raid the tool shed,
Yeah.
which was in the barn. Granddaddy had stuff.
Yeah.
So whenever I'd go to the woods, I mean I'd be gone for 10 hours, I'd take rope, whatever. I was going on an adventure.
Yeah.
So one day I was like, because back then, didn't have internet or nothing like that. I mean, you had 3 TV channels to watch, so you had your imagination. So I was going to make this. I would always try to put myself into the scene of my toys.
Yeah.
Like I had, where the barn was, you go back about a quarter of a mile, I had this whole big dugout bank that I had a complete village, 12 scale village for G.I. Joe's. I had trenches dug, I mean, everything. It was amazing. I love that thing.
It's always been hardcore.
And it had a bank right here, right? And I had things cut out into the bank, bunker positions, and I mean, I'd shoot bottle rockets at it, throw M80s, no grenades. I went full blown. But I put a rope there, and the rope to climb up and down the bank because it dude, it was probably as high as that freaking lamp right there. I mean, it was a bank.
Yeah.
And then it had the creek that ran through it.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's a bend and this and that. That was the initial point for the 5 gallons of gasoline that I poured in the creek to set on fire. But that's another story.
That's a bit too much, Rick.
I didn't know gas floated. I really did, man. I was only like 12. I didn't know gas floated. It was an experience.
Statute of Limitations, EPA.
So I had a bright idea that I was going to make me a swing because I was there all the time anyway. So when I got some rope, threw it up. There's a perfect tree came out over the bank. Just a perfect tree. Had a nice little. So I was able to get the rope over, tied a slip knot, pulled it up. I mean, we're good. We're golden. We now need to figure out how to swing on it. I'm not Tarzan. Right?
Yeah.
So I had the bright idea. I'm gonna put me a you know,
Yeah.
like a trapeze.
Yeah.
So I grabbed me a nice hunk of wood right there, boy. Yeah, you know, snap. Yep, that was a nice 12-foot drop. Landed square on my back. I'm like, ooh, ooh. Couldn't breathe. Dogs licking me in the face. Lassie, go get help. Go get help, Lassie. I was my own worst enemy. I fell out of a tree, trying to build a tree house. Yeah, that was, I mean, I had a perfect plan, you know. Climbed the tree, had a rope around my waist so I could carry it up. Had a hammer, and had like 3 or 4 nails in my pocket, had a board.
Yeah.
Tied the board to the rope. So my idea was get up there. I already had the spot figured out. I get that board nailed in. I could sit on that
you got
board.
The platform to build the rest.
Get up there in the tree. Pull. I mean, everything's going perfect. Get the board. Yeah. That particular day, I learned the importance of not having knots in wood. Because I decided, okay, I'm gonna climb on up. Stood up on it. There was a nice knot. It was like a 1x. It was only like a 1/2 inch thick board, by like 6 inches wide. There was a knot right in the middle of it. Oops. Climbed up, stepped on it. Woohoo! Go get help, Lassie. My dog.
Was your dog's name even Lassie?
I had, so here's the fun part. So I had 3 Labrador retrievers. So I had 4 dogs. I had 3 Labrador retrievers. All 3 of them were black labs. All 3 of them were named Blackie. The first Blackie was awesome. Because where that picture was, where I went, that's Owl Holler. And if you go up the interstate, like going to Cleveland,
Yeah.
you know when you come across the Bradley County line where the rest area is? That's Owl Holler off the edge.
Okay.
So
That's
from
where we live.
So from where I'm at, that's about 2 miles. You'll be at the end of that road, and you're at the interstate.
Okay.
There's a big culvert underneath it, and people just drive their cars through. But anyway, so I come home from school.
I assume you know where this is.
Yes, I know exactly where you're talking about.
So I come home from school, and the bus let me off where I took that picture of the bridge was at. That was our driveway. So I'm walking up the driveway, and that little garden area where I buried my G.I. Joes, there's a black dog there. Cool.
You're freaking out.
And so I run up to it, had one eye missing, because people drop off their pets at that rest area.
Yeah.
And then they just make their way, because it was the first house. But man, he's all over me, licking. Grandmother comes out, get away from that dog. I was like, what? Yeah. He's crazy. What? No, he's not, like that. And she walked over, he's like, and I was like, hey. Pat don't even know. He's licking me on the face. Wound up, being my dog. That dog was awesome, because that dog did not let anybody touch me. The first time my mama took a belt to me, That dog went absolutely bat crap crazy. I mean, we're talking Cujo crazy. I mean, he's running around the trailer. He's jumping on the door. I mean, I'm sitting there screaming. I said, after it's all said and done, got done crying, came back out. I said, I'm going to go outside. My mom said, where you going? I said, don't matter, but don't follow me because dog's out there. I'm going to try to calm him down. He was a cool dog though, man. Went with me everywhere. He was the one that actually, he was the first one I'd always say, Lassie, go.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He stuck with me, man. He was then he died, then I got another black lab showed up. It was weird. Every single dog that showed up was a black lab.
That's weird.
Then I had a beagle.
Oh, beagle folks.
The Dachshund I had, the Dachshund was badass. That Dachshund was I don't even know how to describe this dog. This dog was a gopher hunter. He would go, I mean, in the gopher holes, you would hear
Molly
Armageddon.
was a mole digger.
Dude, this dog was so scarred up, but he'd come dragging a groundhog out of a freaking hole and just not even hesitate. You'd be like, next thing you know, dead groundhog. I'm like, she was awesome, man. To be a little old Dotson,
Yeah.
just badass.
Molly, we would take her to my parents' house, and they have
How big
moles.
was his mom?
There you go, great name. And they have moles all over their backyard. We're like, well, let her loose, but if she gets one, you got to give her a steak. 5 minutes later, she's got a mole tracing it around. My dad goes out there with a spear and spears it all. Like, you owe her a steak.
But see, that was the beauty of, like, you know, like I said, growing up on a farm, just having the dog. You know, wasn't no kids out there. Seriously, there was no kids around me.
Yeah.
Nearest
I grew up
kids,
in that neighborhood, so.
I think the nearest kids was Dwayne Hicks, 7, 8 miles.
Wow.
You know, seriously. I mean, it was like there was no like, hey, let's go play. You know, it was a trek. But anytime we did meet or anything like that, it was always chaos.
I'm sure.
But I kept chaos on my own, just for the fact that, you know, it's when you're a kid and you have a good imagination, which is something that a lot of people don't have no more.
No. Not
You
at
know,
all.
but imagination, it's a wonderful thing. You know, I think that's the reason why I love stuff like this so much. It's like it does kick in your imagination. If toys doesn't kick in your imagination, you need to collect something else.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, if you can't sit there and look at it and think back and connect to it, then why are you doing it?
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
just the way I see it. I mean, every single thing that, I mean, like I said, I wasn't a Power Rangers guy. I wasn't a Transformers guy.
Yeah.
That's not what I played with. So if you come to my house and you see everything, if you notice, is a military-based toys.
Yeah.
90% of everything I've got is something to do with
Well,
formations or something.
Well,
That's what I
me.
grew up with.
It's everything I collect now. 90% of it is the stuff I had as a kid or I wanted as a kid and didn't have.
Yeah. And now the
That's what
beauty
it's
of
all
it
about.
is doing the mashups.
Mhm.
You know, I just realized it the other day. I'm gonna do a video on it, but it's so freaking 2000 ago. I never unboxed my Mimbum Troopers,
Really?
my Hot Toys Mimbum Troopers,
Huh.
because I never got the ideal I had for it. Never transitioned, so I never unboxed them. But now that I got these vehicles,
Yeah.
these 6-scale military vehicles,
Oh, that'll be perfect.
oh, yeah, dude.
Put on the
So-
half track.
So now I'm gonna finally unbox those.
Nice.
I mean, they're still sealed. Like the brown shippers are sealed.
Wow.
So there you go.
There you go.
But that's the beauty of it. Is like, you know, what is it about? Now, don't get me wrong. Now you can when I think of statues, Hot Toys, Sideshow, these are collectibles.
Yeah.
In the sense of the word of, I don't even know, you can't really call it a toy.
No. I mean, you get it out,
You
you
can.
pose it, and you admire it.
Yeah. And that's, to me, the things that you don't connect to as easy, because let's face it, the closest thing to a Hot Toy or a Sideshow figure was a 12-inch G.I. Joe figure.
Yeah.
That's literally that's it.
So I was after the 12-inch G.I. Joes. I was 3 3/4. Real American Hero. That was.
Oh yeah, and see that's the thing too. It's like 3 3/4. I appreciate 3 1/4, and I've got some 3 3/4. I'm jealous of the 3 3/4 because you can buy all kinds of stupid vehicles for 3 3/4.
Dude, the N1 is starting to hit. It wasn't supposed to come out to December, but it's starting to hit. I had to cancel my pre-order because like I have 15 million other things coming out too. Like I can't afford it right now, but hopefully I can get one later.
Yeah,
But it's starting to hit, and man, it is sweet.
yeah.
It is so sweet.
Well, to let you know, so I've got the files to do the 6 scale N1
Oh.
and the 12 scale N1, but the 6 scale N1 is over 6 feet.
Yeah. Well, Hot Toys made one, which I mean, just for trade shows, they'll
Yeah.
never actually make it.
Yeah.
But it was at Comic-Con year before last,
Yep.
I believe. That thing was awesome.
Well, the crazy thing about it is like Nathan he's all into building his N1, and I mean he's got all the electronics in it, lights coming up on the dash and the engine, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's I think that's the thing is, find the stuff that you connect with and go from there.
There you go.
I think we're gonna wrap things up.
We've been rambling for a while.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's 10:01.
There you go.
I've already got my steps in for the day too.
Sweet.
So so we gotta watch your live stream. Check out those
Live
Bad
stream
Batch.
Tuesday, Bad Batch Monday.
Yep.
After that, who knows?
Exactly. You never know what you're going to get.
Got Snow Job on the way. He might be here by the live stream, so he might be on there too.
Yeah.
Trouble Bubble. Some
Trouble
other stuff.
Bubble. Yeah. It's all about the Joes.
There you go.
Anyway, y'all have fun. Have a good weekend, and we'll do this again next week. So, bye everybody.